Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Oklahoma City Metropolitan Area Public Schools Trust. First order of business is to approve the minutes of the August 14th meeting of the Trust, and I recognize a motion to that effect.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, we'll vote. Approved. We have the Metropolitan Area Public Schools Trust payments attached. Are there any comments from staff? Okay. Seeing none, I'd recognize a motion to ratify these payments.
Move approval.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. We've got several change orders. Mr. Todd, could you walk us through them, and then we'll vote on them all at the same time?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item A is a change order 3 for Belle Isle Middle School. When Belle Isle Middle School was bid, there were several alternates, and one of the alternates was a front drop-off parking area. We didn't choose the alternate just to make sure that the budget worked out. The project has gone really well. It's a renovation, and we expect some increases here and there, but it's gone really well. We're able to afford this change, so what we're doing is we're taking this alternate that was in the plans and we're doing it as a change order. So it was actually bid, and it was already done with the plans. So it is nearly $100,000, but it gives a new lane there in front of the school. Item B, Capitol Hill Elementary. Really the most significant item on Capitol Hill is the existing wall-mounted devices were revealed when furnishings and the radiators were removed, and that's just to adjust the millwork for those. Change order C is for Hayes Elementary. This one is a carpet adhesive revision. High moisture adhesive is needed for installation in the media centers. The high levels of moisture in the carpet don't allow the regular type of adhesives to work, so this is to revise that. Item D, Sequoia. This is a final change order and final acceptance for Sequoia Elementary. There's some guardrail and exhaust fan, roof curb stuff there in the change order. And then item E is concurrence for approving change order number 1 for the S701 projects, $24,883, and that's a concurrence item.
Are there any questions about any of these change orders? Seeing none, I would recognize a motion that they all be approved.
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Next item of business is to approve the expenditure of funds for the purchase of furniture, fixtures, and equipment for project ES65, Spencer Elementary School, not to exceed $112,000.
Mr. Chairman, this is very similar to what we've seen throughout the program, is the furniture expenses for Spencer Elementary in the amount of $112,000.
Any questions about this? Is there a motion for approval?
Move approval.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Mr. Clowers?
Mr. Chairman, members of the Trust, we still have 24 schools currently in construction. We're nearing completion on Cleveland Elementary, Capitol Hill School, and Classen SAS. We expect to receive bids on Rogers on October the 2nd, and the preliminary report on the John Rex Charter School will be presented at a community meeting to be held on September 4th, and that will take place over in the Hall of Mirrors. And you recall the administration, this building is still on hold as we're working with the school district to try to identify a location. I-89 bond projects, construction continues on the gyms and classrooms at Coolidge, Van Buren, Hayes, Wheeler, West Nichols Hills, and Monroe. And as you recall, the Nichols Hills project is on hold, waiting further directions from the district. Final plans continue for classrooms and gyms at Parmalee, Hillcrest, and Pierce. That should be complete. Those plans should be complete shortly. And final plans for Adams, Bodine, Forest Man, and Kaiser should be complete next month. Earlier, I believe at the last meeting, preliminary reports were approved for Mark Twain, Putnam Heights, Southern Hills, Stanwaty, Buchanan, Gatewood, Johnson, and Oak Ridge elementaries. And last Friday, we held a consultant selection, conducted 3 interviews on the gyms and classrooms at Heronville, Fillmore, Prairie Creek, Rockwood, and Eugene Fields. So you should see a recommendation coming forward soon on the consultant selection for that project. That concludes my report.
Are there any questions for Mr. Clowers? Seeing none, you also have your program consultant report in your package from Architectural Design Group. Any questions about that? Are there any comments from trustees, staff?
Mr. Chairman, there will not be a meeting on the 11th.
Thank you. Any other comments? Citizens? Seeing none, we are adjourned. Thank you for being here.